Okay. Welcome to the Hall Douglas Forest Preserve. It's my first video. I'm using a helmet cam. I can turn it up. Well, actually I can look up, look down, and gives me a good way to view everything. This way, when I go look at something like that tower, you see it. Those flowers, you see it. If I see a deer, you'll see it. Some nice looking flowers. By the way, this is their golf course here at the Forest Preserve. It's called Highland Woods. Yes, Highland Woods. So sometimes we'll find golf balls while we're riding here. So enjoy the ride. So far, it's nice and peaceful. It's fairly early this morning. It's not afternoon yet. Yeah, it's 9:44. My normal routine is I get up and I go to the gym. Then I get on the bike. My goal is to go to several of the forest preserves that I ride at and get 4K videos. I have a nice 75-inch 4K TV at home. I like to view my ride, see what I see. This is a beaver dam right here. I'm afraid the beaver got run over 3 weeks ago, and then the family, the wife and the kids, booked out. They're not even bothering keep maintaining anything. So go figure that out. This is where the beaver house is at. It's all overgrown now. That pile of sticks used to be underwater. Beavers like to put their sticks under the water before they eat them. Kind of like softens up the bark. They also like to store all that under the water for the winter time. This stuff that's growing alongside here is some sort of invasive species, and the beaver really loved eating it. Now it's gonna retake over everything. Looks like the park district just mowed. I like when the park district mows it themselves. They use those big John Deere tractors. Then the big John Deere tractors blow off everything off the bike trail. This appears to be mowed by the private contractors that they hired, and they have those zero turns they use with propane. Up. There went a finch. That's a dirt bike trail. Paul Douglas has a whole slew of those. They're all created by a volunteer force. The volunteer force usually comes out here on the weekends and maintains them. I will try to get a video with those guys. After they get done working on the trails, they usually go have lunch over at the First Place Sports Bar and Grill in Hoffman Estates on Algonquin Road. The Paul Douglas trail system on the backside backs up to a strip mall. So a lot of people that bike like to bring their bikes there on their cars and enter the trail system from that direction. Plus we have a bike store there, Crank Revolution. I think that's exactly what the name is called. They're right there in the strip mall, right next door to First Place Sports Bar and Grill and Mr. Breakfast. So you come up here early, get your ride done, go have some breakfast. See if you can see my bike set up here. You know, the cell phone's angled in horizon mode. That's so I can see how the camera's shooting. All the parameters of how I have the camera set up are all in the description of the video. That's if you heard me, because I'm now running parallel and the trees here don't block very well the highway. This here used to be a place where you used to rent horses down there, and they dug a little pond. Well, the pond wasn't the intention. They dug a hole to build a toboggan slide. They got a pond out of that. So they got a pond and a toboggan slide. No one uses the toboggan slide. It's just back there by itself. And this is where the house, the home of the the farm home. Let's see if we can still see the flagpole. The flagpole is right there. The house was built right back there. Everything's kind of been well overgrown now. Sometimes when I'm riding here, Usually it gets around noontime. The snakes are laying in the asphalt, and I usually hop off and shove them off into the grass. Not too many guys out biking today. Usually they come out closer to noontime and start riding the dirt trails. Up there's the private contractors mowing the lawn. Guess technically it's not a lawn. We'll just call it just mowing the grass here in the forest reserve. One thing this new cut grass promotes is that the bunnies like it when it starts growing. And you'll see a ton of bunnies on the trails. There's a finch. Usually sometimes you'll see the deer along those tree lines. More of the dirt trails. I don't know if you can see the blue sign up there that says Trump F. No relations to Trump. That I know of. Oh, by the way, they're building these townhomes up here. They're 3 stories, and some of them have rooftop entrances. It's kind of interesting as they're building them. Each one's customizing the rooftop a little bit differently. Some of them have a little entrance. Some have a bigger entrance where they can store their grills and all that. And some have decided to go with these steel pergolas. And one of the workmen got a little creative, and he decided to spray paint one of the sides of the, and hopefully you can barely see it up there. I don't know what it says, but it's kind of interesting. Tagged the oh, here we go. I got a better view of it over here. Hopefully there it is. I'll have to look at it when I get home and see what it says. There's a deer right there. Right there in the... Let's see if I go back around. Get a better shot of him. Right there. Hopefully you can see the deer. See if I can. Just munching away. Could care less. Hey, buddy. Hey. What you doing? Just sticking her ear. Could care less. That's how they are. They're so used to the people riding alongside here. No, nothing really phases them. Surprised they're not sitting right here alongside the trail. That's what makes it more interesting when I'm riding. Again, favorite spots for the deer. This is my third year on this bicycle, on this e-bike. I put over 9,000 miles on it right now. I ride it always in pedal assist, just level 1. I happy when I get home if I've only used 1 bar of the battery. And then I know I'm mostly keeping up the pedaling. But I do like it when I go up hills and it kicks in and does the extra work. That's the beautiful thing about e-biking. My bike is set up as a walkthrough. I have the cruiser style or mustache style handlebars here. I use palm grips. Actually, the bike all came this way. But when I started researching all the things I would want, it was the bunny. That was features I must have, and since I was going to ride every day, I needed fenders. And it came with fenders, and it comes with lights. And a horn. And turn signals. Rear turn signals only, though. Be much better to have front turn signals. My first attempt at videoing everything, I was using a Chinese knockoff of the Insta360 thumbed camera. It was all black. By the time I'd go pick it up and put it into its charging station, it was so hot. So when I decided to break down and buy the Insta360, I went to the all white. Hopefully it keeps the cameras much cooler. Yeah. Coming up to some more where there used to be a farmhouse up in here. And the only way that you could see it is in the spring. You could see the daylilies and all that were planted up in there, popping up. But with all the growth right now, you can't even tell. More entrances into the dirt bike trails. I will see if I can put a link to the Paul Douglas website in my description. I've got this Paul Douglas in as a subclass. It'll be in that folder because I'll be arranging these because I ride the Paul Douglas trail system quite often. So there'll be a lot more of these videos here. It's kind of my favorite ride, especially because of which I'm coming up to right now. We talked about the Mr. Breakfast, the bike store, Crank Revolution, First Place Sports Bar and Grill, Bike Flat. That's a pain. I usually just take my bike, get it close to the road, chain her up, call Uber, then bring the truck over and pick it up. So here's the other strip mall. We got a Thai place. We have Mexican over here. There's actually another Asian restaurant there. And then my favorite over here is, let's see if I can get a better picture of it coming back, the Dairy Queen. I'm like having some ice cream after a hot ride. And then of course, back to over here, it's kind of another deer favorite, especially once we get up here in the hill. Sometimes I'll see the hawk. He likes to hang out on that dead tree and that dead tree, and he scopes out this here. And then usually the deer hang out all along the tree line and see nothing today. I'm afraid the Forest Reserve kind of reduced the population, I think, in the fall. There used to be some big numbers of deer in here. looking for those hawk hangouts. Another one right there. He likes to hang right there. The bunnies are so stupid. They like to come out and eat the grass after it starts growing right in here. And the hawk just hanging right there, up in the trees. Sometimes you'll see him just swoop on in. There's a little creek that goes across, and they've got the dirt bike trail. They've built some big ass rocks for the dirt bike trail guys to drive over the top or ride right through the water. We're now on parallel to Algonquin Road. Pretty soon I'm going to have to shut this down because the Insta360 thumb camera only has a battery life of 30 minutes. But you've gotten to see the more interesting sides of the trail system. I don't find the trail system very interesting running on the Algonquin side. This is the noisy side. Yesterday I was riding and the deer were grazing right there in that patch of green. Not today. Nope. Don't see nothing happening in here. And then when we had the big herds, you would see them out in that field grazing all the time. That's why I know they scale back. Another great places for the hawks. Crossing Algonquin on a bicycle gets kind of dangerous at these lights. Behind me in the other direction of Algonquin, that way, are gravel pits. So you'll get these construction haulers hauling the gravel, and they tend not to stop at the lights. They just keep going through. If they think there's nobody stopped on their side, they just go blowing through. So I've already seen the remnants of one bicycle getting hit. All that was left was the bicycle when I came up. What was left of it.